Square root of x. Given a positive integer x, return the square root of x rounded down to the nearest integer. For example, in this case, the square root of 4 is 2. Consider this new example. The square root of 8 is roughly 2.8, and so rounding down we return 2. We must do this without using any built-in function or operators. We will solve this in O of log x time, using binary search. First, if x happens to be less than 2, we return x because the square root of 0 is 0 and the square root of 1 is 1. Now consider the numbers from 2 through x. Mathematically, the square root of x cannot be greater than half of x. In this case, half of x is 4. So like I said, the square root cannot be greater than half of x. So now we will have two pointers L and R at the start and end of this range. We calculate mid by taking L plus R and dividing it by 2. In this case, mid points to 3. We then multiply mid times mid, and in this case, 3 times 3 gives us 9. Since 9 is greater than 8, we know the square root cannot appear to the right of mid. So we decrement R to mid minus 1. And we continue. We calculate the midpoint between L and R, and in this case it points to 2. We then multiply mid times mid, and in this case 2 times 2 gives us 4. Since 4 is less than 8, we know the square root cannot appear to the left of mid. So we increment L to mid plus 1. When L and R cross each other, we stop the algorithm, and R will be the square root of x rounded down to the nearest integer. And here's the code to do so. Please like and follow for more.